Hi, I'm Dr. Simeon Roger. I'm a home business expert, the creator of the Money Machine Virtual Bootcamp, and the founder of the 100 Wealth Masters team. And I'm here today to talk to you about the third imperative of how to become very successful in home business. And what I'm going to tell you about today applies to you whether you're looking to begin a home business or whether you're already in one that maybe isn't working out quite as well as you'd hoped. Imperative number 3 is simply this: avoiding the 5 critical mistakes. I know about all these mistakes because, frankly, I made all of them. And like many other internet experts, I went through years of frustration and financial disaster by doing exactly these 5 mistakes. And I'm going to tell you what they are so you can avoid them. The first mistake is to begin with product rather than the market. If you begin by focusing on your product or focusing on your pretty websites and all of that stuff, and you want to get all your ducks in a row before you get out to the market, you've got it all backwards. You need to get out to the market right away. You should begin with marketing, because marketing is the one and only discipline that can fill your bank account. It's the one and only discipline that will make your business successful and give you the lifestyle you're looking for. You must begin with the marketing. You must begin with forming relationships with those people in the niche market that you're in who will become your raving fans and eventually become your paying customers. To do otherwise is to court financial disaster. Don't do it. The second mistake is to trade time for money, to get into any business opportunity where you are trading time for money. A business gives you residual income. And so instead of being paid 1 unit of work for 1 unit of money for 1 unit of work, you're paid multiple times for each unit of work that you do. Now, trading time for money has many guises, and you have to learn to recognize them. One-on-one coaching is trading time for money. Selling your word processing skills or your copywriting skills or your web design skills, this is all trading time for money. Public speaking for a fee, that is trading time for money. Granted, it's at the other end of the scale. You may make more money doing it, but there's always a glass ceiling on what you can earn, because you can only trade so much time for money, no matter how much you're being paid for that unit of time. And if you are trading time for money, you do not have a business system. Rather, you are the system. And when you are the system, life just is not very good. That doesn't mean you should never trade time for money. What it does mean is your business has to be set up in such a way that it works for you and fills your bank account 24/7, whether you're sleeping, on vacation, or playing with the kids. That's what you want. Mistake number 3 is trying to figure out all of the technical issues of business online by yourself. And what I mean by the technical issues are, of course, the website. Everything that goes into a commercial website, which means not only all the pages, but how the pages are linked together, the payment processor, the autoresponders, all of the other technical issues that go into it. You do not want to have to spend much time on that at all. Trying to learn that on your own can take you months and months. Don't go there. Find a plug-and-play system you can get into where you can begin marketing right away, where you can get out there, you can get online, and take your online business out there right away within no more than 2 to 4 weeks. Mistake number 4 is trying to figure out the business processes all by yourself. Now, what are the business processes? By processes, I don't mean the marketing. We'll get to that in a minute. Business processes are what your marketing brings the people to. In other words, the opt-in page, the opt-in pages, the sales pages, the upsells, the cross-sells, the entire online sales process system that people see when your marketing has been successful and when they come to you. You don't want to have to figure that out all by yourself. That, again, can take you many, many months. Rather, you want, again, to get into a plug-and-play system that has all this set up for you, that has all of this not only set up, but tested, so that they know that that sales process works and it converts, and it does very well. And if you're doing that, you can begin earning money immediately. And if your long-term goal is to develop your own product line, for instance, at least that will fill your bank account while you're waiting to develop your own product line. In other words, you can fund your product development and fund your marketing by making money online now. The fifth mistake is to try to figure out the marketing all by yourself. Learning online marketing could take you, again, months or years and thousands, maybe tens of thousands of dollars to figure it all out yourself. I know, because that's what happened to me. And like many other internet experts, I spent tens of thousands of dollars and months and months and months of time trying to figure it out myself. That is not the way to go. The way to go is to find a plug-and-play marketing system that has all the best marketing right there at your fingertips and teaches you exactly how to use it in the most concentrated possible way. This will save you months of agony and frustration and enable you to get out there and start marketing immediately and start building that list of paying customers. That's what you want. You know, one of the few downsides of being the really sophisticated and highly educated people that we are in the Western world is that we often overcomplicate and over-engineer. Often the most obvious solutions are staring us right in the face, and they are the simplest solutions. But we have been trained to think that complex is better than simple. That's not always the case. Now, maybe because I'm a former military analyst, whenever I hear the word over-engineer, I think of a lot of different military examples of that. And one of them I can think of is the famous Thompson submachine gun. You know, the submachine gun made famous in the gangster movies of the 20s and used by U.S. forces in World War II. The Thompson was an elegant weapon, but it had over 1,000 parts. And of course, the greater the number of parts, the greater the possibility the thing's going to break, that it's going to malfunction at a critical moment. In World War II, the British built a submachine gun called the Sten that could do everything the Thompson could do, except the Sten had only 47 parts. Now, you want your home business to more closely resemble the Sten than the Thompson. You want to keep it simple. Your success online will largely depend on your ability to keep things simple. Let me ask you this. If you're going to buy a car, if you decide to buy a car, do you run off and look for a manual on how to build an internal combustion engine in your backyard? Do you spend time worrying about how you're going to build the steering column or the brake system? I don't think so. No, you go off to a dealership where a company has spent millions of dollars of their money to design, build, and test an excellent vehicle. You simply walk in, fall in love with it, and drive off with it. Now, if you were to try scratch building a car, of course, in your backyard or your garage, how long would it take? Well, it would take probably a year. If you want to buy a car, how long is it going to take? Probably a couple of hours. So you see, keeping it simple and finding what already exists out there that you can leverage is utterly critical to the success of your business. And that's why, whether you're beginning a home-based business or whether you have one that is underperforming, by far your best solution, and the way to avoid these critical mistakes, is to go and find a world-class, fully automated and proven plug-and-play marketing system. This is the one thing, more than anything else, that will save you a huge amount of time and will compress your education into a very short period of time. If you'd like to kick the tires of such a world-class, automated and proven marketing system, go have a look at 100wealthmasters.com. Again, www.100wealthmasters.com. And while you're there, if you sign up for the free tour, I'll be sure to send you some excellent home business resources. See you on the other side.